Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Manchester United save. And today we've got a little bit of a roundup. We've got a couple of games and a slight tactical tweak which has actually worked in our favour. But before we start today's episode, if you missed yesterday's episode for whatever reason, it's in the top right hand corner. A little I button's going to pop up now, and you can go back and watch yesterday's episode before you get into today's episode, whether it's not getting into sub boxes or whatever. But we're going to carry on with today's episode now. So let's go to the catch-up. Let's get caught up first, and then we've got the games against Fulham and Wolves coming up. But we last met against City, where it was a 1-1 draw against City. Alexis Sanchez scoring the goals, and yeah, it was an okay episode last episode, to be fair. Two really good draws against Paris Saint-Germain and City kept us top of our Champions League group and top of our top of the league. We then followed that up with a 2-2 draw, but we won on penalties in the Carabao Cup against Palace. And as you can see, highly rotated side, which also included people like Victor Nelson, Chong, Barlow and Gomez, all from the youth academy, and they came in and did a really good job, especially Chong at 7.7. And yeah, we were 2-0 down after the hour mark, and then Pereira and Lukaku scoring the 2 goals to take us into penalties, and we're through to the next round. We've got Bournemouth in the next round in December. We then followed that up with a really good 2-0 win at home against Cardiff, Pogba and Jesse Lingard, and yet again strikers still not scoring goals. So when we went into this Paris Saint-Germain game, I was thinking maybe we could switch it up a little bit tactically, and I'll show you what we did in a second. And as you can see, we beat Paris Saint-Germain 4-1 with that tactical switch, and Sanchez, playing as the striker, scored a hat-trick with Kimpembe scoring an own goal, unfortunately. So yeah, really good to see that tactical switch actually helping us and securing us a really good 4-1 win away at Paris Saint-Germain. Dani Alves actually put them 1-0 up after 3 minutes. So what's that tactical switch that we did? Now, if you watch my Bilbao save, you'll know this formation very, very well. I thought in that Paris Saint-Germain game we needed a little bit more solidity at the back, so we went 3 at the back, and we had Mata and Martial quite close to Alexis Sanchez, and it seemed to work, an absolute treat. And yeah, if you saw my Bilbao save, you know this formation very, very well. It was slightly different compared to that one, just because the tactics have changed ever so slightly. And yeah, this is completely custom, so not using any of the preset kind of gang and pressing or tiki-taka. This is all off the woodwork tactical stuff, and yeah, all in all it seems to work well, and that's what we're going to go into in the 2 games today. But we are second going into this game day. City have already played. They beat Palace 2-1 in the 12:30 kickoff. So if we win today, we go back top by, I think it's 2 points. So yeah, we've got Wolves today first, and then we've got Fulham coming up in the second game. And yeah, you've already seen the lineup. It's going to be this: De Gea in goal, Bailly, Varane and Lindelof on the back line, Dalot on the left and Valencia on the right. Ashley Young, he picked up a little bit of a knock and he's not 100% fit for this one. So, and Luke Shaw's slowly coming back to full fitness. We've got Pereira in the deep line playmaker role, and Fred as the Mazzala, Mata as the advanced playmaker, Martial down that left hand side, and Alexis Sanchez is up top. We've got Romero, Young, Jones, Chong, Gomez, Lukaku and Rashford all on the bench. Lingard, Shaw, Matic, Herrera and Pogba all slowly coming back from injury, and hopefully after the international break when we play Fulham, some of these boys will be back in the first team. Now let's go straight into this game against Wolves, and I'll see you when we kick off. Here we go then, they kick us off in their famous gold and black shirts. We're in our red and white, and yeah, fingers crossed this formation tweak works against Wolves and Fulham today. As I said, it was very successful for me in FM18, and at the minute it seems to be working well in FM19 as well. Mata with a free kick, going to whip that ball in, and goes to the near post, but just hits the side netting, and we seem to be on top at the minute. Mata just on the edge, going for a shot, and Mata scores. Second free kick in 2 episodes, second goal of the season. Juan Mata is deadly from dead ball situations. Rui Patricio, I think he got a hand on it, but lovely bend on the ball. Yeah, he did get a hand on it. Not a firm enough one though, and it's 1-0 to United. volley down this right hand side. He's giving the ball back to us. He must have kicked the ball out for the injury to Doherty. Andreas Pereira out to Antonio Valencia, and he's got all that space to run into. He whips the ball into Alexis, can't get there. Dalot's picking up that loose ball into Fred, but comes back out to Pereira. Pereira again going to find Dalot down that left hand side into Martial. Valencia the back post, and that's a good save by Rui Patricio, but Valencia should do more and put that into the back of the net and give us a 2-0 lead. Fred into Mata, but he gets tackled by Ruben Neves, and Connor Cody now bringing the ball out from the back, and he finds Raul up there, up top, but goes back to Cody into Cavaliero. Cavaliero coming inside, and we're not really getting a tackle in, and he goes for a shot. First shot for Wolves, and it's a little bit wayward. But that's going to see us through to half time. We're going to get into the dressing room, and Alexis Sanchez not having the best of games. It's really hit and miss, this beta at the minute, that strikers sometimes want to turn it on and sometimes they don't, even though you've got the best tactic in the world. So we weren't too bad. We need to improve in the second half, and hopefully we can go out there and do it. 25 minutes to go. We're going to make some changes. Sanchez is going to come off for Romelu up top. Valencia is going to come off, and we're going to bring Ashley Young on at right wing back and just switch Dalot and Young around. And we're going to put Rashford in behind Romelu, I think. That's probably what we're going to do. Give him some game time. Last 25 minutes. Young, Rashford and Lukaku on. And hopefully we can pick up these 3 points and at least score another couple of goals. We've been very dominant in the game. As you can see, 14 shots, 7 on target to their 3-0. A lot more possession as well. Positive mindset going forward. But it's Andreas Pereira going to whip that ball into Varane at the far post, and Varane scores to put the game to bed. 2-0 to United. Andreas Pereira, lovely corner, whipping it into the back post, and Rafael Varane is there for his third goal of the season. Lovely crossing for him, and Rafael Varane nods it to the far post. Man on the post should probably do a little bit better, but that is going to be it. We're going into the final 5 minutes of this game now, and Lukaku's one-on-one. Can he get a goal for himself? No, he hits the bar, and Connor Cody gets the ball clear. Should be 3-0, and it should be another goal for Romelu Lukaku, but not to be. And that is it. The referee's blown for full time. Wolves 0, Man United 2. Very dominant display from this United side. And Juan Mata picking up man of the match. 8.3 rating for Juan Mata. Good to see the new formation working very well. Probably need to be scoring a lot more goals than what we're creating, but it just means we're getting better and better. Martial's out for 3 days, as is Alexis Sanchez, so they'll be back after the international break, as will I, with the home game against Fulham. Right then, here we go against Fulham. This will be the team that goes up against them. We've got De Gea in goal, Jones, Varane and Lindelof at the back line, Young and Valencia on the wings, Fred and Pogba in the middle of midfield, Sanchez on the left, Mata in the middle, Lukaku up top. On the bench, Bailly, Dalot, Lingard, Matic, Pereira, Chong and Rashford. And most importantly, because the international break has just gone, we didn't get any more injuries. Woohoo! So injury free. Matic is coming back, Pogba's coming back, Shaw's nearly there, Herrera with a little bit of time to go, about 6 weeks for him. Martial's just stepping away from this game just because he's a little bit tired. The coaches came to me and said he needs about a week off of gameplay, so that's fine. This is a relatively easy match, and we're already through to the knockout stages of the Champions League, so he will miss the game against Hoffenheim as well. But let's get straight into it. I will see you when we kick off. Here we go then, we're kicking ourselves off. We are at Old Trafford. We're going to go straight for the jugular in this Fulham side. Pogba already rampaging in the middle of the pitch, trying to get the ball into Romelu Lukaku, and they get the ball clear. Lindelof, 12 minutes gone, finds Alexis Sanchez. He's going to chug down that left-hand side. Can he get the ball into Lukaku? No, Valencia's there. Valencia scores. First goal of the season for Antonio Valencia. Great assist by Alexis Sanchez going down that left-hand side. Lukaku couldn't get clear of his markers. We can see here Lukaku just in the middle there, squeeze into the middle of the two central defenders. But Valencia came in and squeezed it into the far corner. 1-0 United. Varane, 5 minutes before half time, finds Valencia down that right hand side yet again. Loads of space down there for him to run into, trying to get the ball in, but finds Fred on the edge. Good tackle by Kearney, but falls Fred into Alexis. Oh, shot at near post. Should be putting that in, Alexis Sanchez, but we should see ourselves through here. But highlight for Fulham, Vieto on the edge of the box, going all the way over, but De Gea very comfortably behind that one. Ashley Young's picked up an injury, which we not really want, to be fair, because I haven't got many left wing backs, but Dalot can play out there, not a problem. And this is going to be the final action before half time. Chambers down this right hand side, finding Kearney in the middle, and Zambo gets the ball out to Andre Schürrle. Schürrle coming inside, finding Tom Kearney again, but Fred does really well there to intercept that. Now Alexis going down this left hand side, he's got Dalot down there, but trying to find Lukaku in the middle. He didn't really move, to be fair. Round cutting it out pretty comfortably. Schürrle into Zambo, out to Vieto into Kearney. Good tackle by Paul Pogba, and Alexis again setting the counter attack going. Lovely ball out to Valencia from Juan Mata, and he's going to take on the left back, and he does. Valencia charging down into Lukaku. Lukaku's there. Lukaku scores 4th goal of the season. Great assist from Antonio Valencia just before half time. Great time to score in any game, and Valencia does his marker there, churns down that right hand side, and he finds a really good move into Lukaku, and a lovely goal. United 2, Fulham 0. And that sees us through to half time. Andre Frank Zambo has just been sent off right at the on the cusp of half time. Second yellow card went in on Juan Mata, so they're down to 10 men. I'm going to bring Paul Pogba off because he's looking a little bit tired, and we're going to give Matic and him, just switch them two round and give them 45 minutes of football each going forward, and the rest of it we're going to keep exactly the same. I'm going to say very happy with how we're going. Keep it going out there. Good to see Romelu Lukaku on the score sheet. Ryan Sessegnon coming on for Luciano Vieto, and see if they have more impetus down that left hand side with Sessegnon on. Final 10 minutes, we're going to bring Sanchez off for Jesse. Where's Jesse Lingard? And then we're just going to switch him from left to right and just put Mata over there. And that will be the final change in the final 10 minutes. Dalot on this left hand side into Fred, goes back to Dalot into Matic in the middle of the park, back out to Dalot, back into Matic. Really calming figure is Nemanja Matic in the middle of midfield. Really always seems to have loads of time on the ball and picks the right pass. Valencia down the right to Jesse Lingard, trying to find Lukaku in the middle, but they get the ball clear. Dalot should recycle that, and he does. Goes back to Lindelof into Nemanja Matic, back out to Lindelof. Good possession play from United. Find Lingard again down this right hand side again, trying to find Lukaku in the middle, but just can't find that final ball into him. Mata whipping this ball in now, trying to find I think it was Lingard at the near post, comes back out to Juan Mata, trying to find Lukaku again, and they get the ball clear. And that is it. The full-time whistle's gone. United 2, Fulham 0. Very dominant display, as you can see. They went down to 10 men just on the half-time whistle, and we took full advantage of that. Antonio Valencia on a 9.0. Great to see. Romelu Lukaku on a 7.2 as well. This new formation seems to be getting the best out of the attacking players, which is what you want. You've got to score goals to win games. Very happy with the way we've played, and in a couple of days' time we'll have Hoffenheim in the Champions League. So we will be back. Let's have a look. We will be back we're going to do Liverpool and Huddersfield going into that January transfer window. So when we come back, we'll go through all of these games so you won't miss anything going forward. But Liverpool and Huddersfield will be the next episode. But that's it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss out on any more content. Remember, tick that little bell icon. And until next time, when we bring you the North West Derby and Huddersfield, I'll see you soon.